to GSL Codes. Curious. He's good, but he just wasn't good enough to take on Creator. Creator seems unstoppable on Daybreak TVZ.
I just love everything about how Creator just played that game. It was so solid. Now I like the build. When I saw Tails do it, I was like, I don't know about this. He still played strong, but I mean, damn, that was cool and that was good. And I love the Archons added in to kill the Corruptors quicker, so his Colossi stay alive. And he was supposed to have one more Colossi with that army. That was a sloppy Colossi loss to those lanes. So
yeah, but even with that, it didn't matter. I mean,
no, it didn't matter at all.
There's some battles where you see like, oh, like he lost all the Colossi, but then they did the Colossi did enough damage.
Yeah,
and so the rest of the ground army won, or like the opposite where it's like. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like somebody wins, but they lost a big swath of their army. In this case, it was like no, he had like all of his stuff still.
Plenty left.
He made it look like Curious didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right. Here we go, man. It is Ryung against DRG. I think most people predicted DRG to make it out of this group for sure. But sense. I actually think Ryung has a good shot at knocking him out.
He's playing super well today, and I'm much more impressed with Ryung's games than I was with DRG.
Yeah.
By far.
I mean, yeah, I have to agree with you. I can't disagree. But Creator is playing like a beast, so we'll see. I'll give DRG the benefit of the doubt, but Ryung already played a fantastic, even though he lost it, TVZ on this map Whirlwind. But starting out on Whirlwind, that's good for DRG, man. That means he gets 2 maps that he's going to like.
All right, we're moments away from getting this going. The map's going to be Whirlwind. Right, it is Whirlwind, right?
Yeah, it's Whirlwind.
Okay, all right, just making sure. I was like, wait a minute, am I insane or I make that up? All right, guys,
yes,
get ready for Ryung.
Let's do
Up against DRG. The loser of this best of 3 is out of the GSL Codes. Vegas. All right, in the upper right, we have our Terran player, the best positional player you could ever ask for. Quite a chess player he is.
액션명.
And in the bottom right, a GSL champion, but if he loses this best of 3, he's out. He's done. He's out of Codes. He is
MVP DongRaeGu.
Hi, Tosis.
Yo.
Talk to me, Artosis. What are your thoughts on yo-yos? See how I can just rattle this stuff off? I don't prepare.
No, you don't. Yeah. Yo-yos? Well, there was a phase in my, I don't know if it was elementary school.
Middle school. There was middle school.
Everyone used yo-yos.
Yeah, everybody had a yo-yo. And then the school's like, we have to stop. Like, no more yo-yos allowed in school. People are going to get hurt. And I'm like, well, this is why school is terrible.
Yeah. I remember I had, kind of a crappy yo-yo. It was a little bit poor. But, I had some fun with it for a little bit, I guess.
They couldn't afford the nice yo-yos people had at school.
Yeah.
Okay,
I never got
what's
really
actually
good at
cool,
it.
man. I remember I was playing a Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and there's this dude. It's on the bottom basement of the castle, and he's got a fighting yo-yo. It's like a yo-yo blade.
Oh, wow.
That's cool, man. Yo-yo, fighting yo-yos, man. That's how Tasis would fight
with a yo-yo.
If he wasn't such a pansy.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, fighting yo-yos, man.
Well,
that's sick,
you could take out your fighting yo-yo, and I just take out my gun
and shoot me. Shoot my finger off. I'm like, oh!
You never learned how to yo-yo with the other fingers? Try to yo-yo with your left hand, and the blade hits you and you die?
Yeah, man.
That's probably how it would go.
Probably.
All right, so. I mean, this all looks standard right now.
Yeah, the very standard. Remember, guys, this is a very Zerg map.
Yeah. You can't spell Whirlwind without Zerg.
I was like, there's like none of those letters in there.
R.
R. All right. All right.
Don't mess with me, Taste.
Otherwise, it'd just be Zeg.
Yeah, Zeg, and it'd be Whirlwind. What a stupid map name. What a stupid race name. Can't do it without the R. Then again, Protoss and Terran both have R's, don't they?
That's enough Artosis. Back to yo-yos now. Looks like Ling Speed's on the way.
Did you ever do those things, the sticks?
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. You have like sticks in your hands and you're like whacking
and you have another stick, and yeah, and you do tricks. I did that a little bit.
Is that fun?
It was pretty funny. It's basically like bigger kid yo-yo. Like, it's like yo-yo, but like I guess you could do it when you're a little bit older.
This is cool, man.
I don't think it was cool, but I enjoyed it for a little bit until one of my sticks broke, and then I couldn't hit the sticks anymore.
You just whack the stick once and it flies off to the side.
Yeah. That is what ended it for me.
A single tear comes down Artosis' cheek.
Yeah. Well, DRG's actually continuing to mine gas, so there's a possibility he'll do something crazy. I don't think so. I think he's just going to go for a reasonably quick layer. That's what it looks like to me.
Could be.
That's how I feel. As far as Ryung goes, I think he's going to play pretty standard overall. He's really good on this map. I don't think he's going to mech or anything like that. I mean, yeah, he does have 2 Raxes, but sometimes you see cool players like Gumiho get 2 Raxes, just build add-ons quicker.
Okay, bunker on the way now, and he's going to wall in. A nice tight little wall in here.
Yep. Now, we do have some Lings popping out with that speed done. And yeah, the layer does start. So there you go. And in fact, he's immediately going up 3 gases. Might be going for quick infestors.
And Stim on the way here, landing the factory over there. He's going to get some more Hellions out. And just going to keep massing up. A little bit of downtime here.
Yeah, I think DRG will go for just some infestor tech and play pretty.
Think he wants to hit it when the Terran takes a third, or is he going to try to turtle up? This is a super fast layer, and I feel like this is a map where Zerg could easily get a free third base. So I'm a bit perplexed by the decision to get this.
Well, he didn't get to scout Ryung either. And ever since Ryung played a macro game last time, maybe he thought Ryung would mix it up or something. But yeah, I think he's just going 2 base infestor. Let's see, just 1 second. Could be a Spire, but doesn't feel like it. Oh, it is a Spire. It is a
Spire. Okay, weird.
Okay.
You know, it's so weird to even see DRG go on 2 base.
Yeah, well,
I've always thought of DRG as the guy who gets 3 base and then he wins in center mid game.
Yeah. Well, right now these Hellions going to come out, see what they can get done as far as map control goes. Nothing really big going on right now, really. Why don't you ask me a question, Tasis?
Yeah, sure. What was the best RPG you played?
Final Fantasy 3.
Final Fantasy, okay, so 6 in Japan, 3 in America.
You're such a hipster.
Dude, what are you going to do with the actual 3rd Final Fantasy that was made, man?
I don't care anything about it, Tasis. Do not care.
Actually, that one wasn't that good.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I played all the Final Fantasies.
I only am living one time on this earth, Tasis. I have no time for...
Yeah, that's so funny, because like nowadays with RPGs, I just like don't have time.
You know, they still make RPGs?
They make, there's Japanese RPGs, but I don't like... I feel like I liked RPGs better when they were like on like Super Nintendo. I felt like
they were better.
I like my imagination filled in for everything. Like, and they're acting like nowadays with technology, like you can have these like cinematic sequences. But the thing is, like when I played Final Fantasy 13, I'm like, well, they're acting like super Japanese, which is fine. It's a Japanese game, but I'm like, I don't know if I had to play Chrono Trigger again, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't quite relate to it. I don't know if that makes sense, but
no, I get it.
But they don't make as many nowadays. What they're doing is they just make like hybrid games where it's like it's got an RPG element. It's like Demon Souls or something, or Dark Souls, where it has an RPG factor to it. Yeah. But it's not
like it used to be.
It's not like it used to be, at least for those games. All right, we got an attack coming up here. Marauders in the front to tank. Yeah. Yuta's coming out here now, though, but they will be driven out with the Viking and the Marines.
Yeah, good defense there. And he will kill a lot of creep. He's got to be careful, of course, because these Muta's coming back, and he can't just lift up and run away. But he's got a nice tanking army, as you said, Taste. He's going to take out this Spine Crawler in a matter of seconds.
Actually, he's going to get right into the base.
Oh, God.
He gets behind the minerals. I think that could be it.
Well, this is going to be very hard to take out for
This
DRG.
is like the most perfect positioned army here.
Yeah,
you actually can't get back there.
There's going to be a lot of cost inefficiency here for DRG, I tell you that, Tasteless. In fact, he might get the Spire.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Which is like the centerpiece for what he was trying to go for here.
Yeah, and he was getting the +1 carapace, which means he was planning on getting
He's probably
units
going
for
to
a
have to
long
attack after the
time.
Spire finishes. He probably can't fit in most of his army back there.
Oh, God. Look at this. This is so
This
brutal.
is a mess.
And even though he'll kill this off, Ryung has taken a big lead here, Tasteless.
I can't even emphasize how big the lead is. This is like insane.
And it's not just in what he killed. The fact that he got the Spire, which was getting +1 carapace, which means that DRG wanted to make a ridiculous amount of mutas this game. Even what DRG's entire game plan is now reset. He has to decide, does he still want to do this? It's going to be late. His upgrades are going to be late. He can't engage with the mutas as well. And, I mean, that's something Ryung has to be so happy about.
All right, driving out these mutas now. I think DRG may already be dead. He's going for Banelings now.
Well,
this is like such a hiccup in the strategy and economic production here for DRG.
Well, you know, Ryung did kill 12 drones, but it's not like some unrecoverable amount of drones or something like that. Ryung is going to go out, take his third base. Now, DRG, his Baneling Nest isn't even done, so he can't get too aggressive with Banelings. But he does have a good flock of mutas here, so still going to get some harassment done at least.
All right, hitting these SCVs now.
Take out Medevac.
Oh, nice interception. Oh, man, even more mutas hit here.
Yeah. Good unit movements here by Ryung.
Yeah, Ryung is on top of it. I think Ryung, after he got that Spire, he's got to be feeling so confident right now.
Yeah, certainly. And, I mean, nothing's really going right for DRG. Look at him. He's down by a good 20 supply almost. But, luckily for him, he is droning up really heavily. And, in fact, he restarted the Zerg Carapace for Flyers. So that's pretty interesting to realize that he actually wants to stay on mutas even longer.
All right. Mutas and Lings going north now. Going for the third base, which is actually fairly exposed. Oh, excuse me. The Marines come up from the bottom.
Ryung is just way too map aware right now. You know, he's even got the watchtower at this moment, which doesn't make sense against someone going Mutaling.
Yeah, you should never be able to have the watchtower. He's remaking that Evo chamber, but you can see right now the way he's moving out, he's trying to see if he can intercept the mutas on the way down there. Now he's going to regroup and maybe push. Oh! Well, man, Ryung looks invincible, man.
Yeah, and by the way, we have no upgrades on the Lings, and Ryung has started 2-2. The mutas are not done there, +1 carapace. Baneling speed's going to finish. That's one thing in his favor.
That's one positive spin we can put on this.
Yeah, I mean, Ryung is winning in every single way right now. In every single way.
All right, now he's got a good amount of Banelings, but Ryung's smart. He backs up again.
Yeah, and he's got a good number of C-Chinks at this point as well.
With forcing that many Banelings to come out means less mutas, because that's probably what he wanted to make.
Yeah.
So that was it. Well played there by Ryung. A little technical move, but that's actually huge. Uh-oh.
Oh, nice little move here. He's going to be able to reduce the count of Marines a little bit. Shouldn't lose too many mutas. But it looks like he's already lost 3. A little bit rough. But continue to get a little bit of damage done. Going after that missile turret immediately.
All right, now the question is, can these mutas get out okay? I don't think he doesn't have a turret ring around his base, so I guess they can get out unpunished, unscathed.
Well, I would say they're scathed.
A little bit scathed.
Possibly not punished. They didn't do anything
That red
wrong.
one's scathed.
Yeah, he's certainly
super scathed.
I would say the orange ones are scathed as well, to be perfectly frank. Well, I mean, let's take a look. For DRG, he's continuing to make a lot of mutas. He is going to have 1-1 about the same time as 2-2 is done, so that's nice. At least the carapace is finishing a little bit sooner. And he is... All right, now switching into Infestor, but the thing is, Ryung has 5 tanks already and is adding a second factory. So the Infestor tech is going to have a hard time closing distances as well. And he's still down 20 supply. I mean, Ryung's still winning in every single way.
Yeah. Now he's moved into the center. DRG's doing, to his credit, a very effective job of counterattacking here. Which is it's really smart, because really if he lets Ryung get all the way to the bottom of the map, and they have to engage each other. He loses. Oh, almost gets, okay, he does get the tank.
Yeah, that was a really good snipe right there. Moves like that are what can bring him back into this game.
Right. Shaving off little pieces of the army.
Yeah, especially things like siege tanks, because then his infestors, his banelings may actually hit, in which case,
right.
You know, Ryung, everything he's worked so long for would go away. And oh my god, the siege tanks. Oh. Okay, he didn't see it.
Nice surround here. But these Marines are pretty well upgraded.
Yeah, they really are.
And they're just not going to die. The Thor drives out the mutas. Oh, is he going to try to go into the main again?
He's actually doing a good job with these mutas, considering you know, that he's down in the muta count that he should have. He's down in the upgrades he should have because of that attack by Ryung. But he's still doing a reasonable job with it all. And
actually, he's losing too many mutas right now.
Yeah, that was the abandonment of the mutas right there, Tasteless.
Yeah, he was doing something else back at his base, man.
Yeah,
he's going to lose even more on the way out here.
Yeah, his mutas. That's the end of mutas. So, thus closes the mutalist chapter of this game.
All right.
Now, DRG has only 6 infestors right now. That's a little bit rough. He is making some more.
He's going to have perfect bungles if he only has 6.
Like, literally perfect bungles.
Yeah. This is a smart move. Since he realized the mutas have been reduced so greatly, he's going to go ahead and drop over here.
Oh,
the bottom left.
It's a very good point. As soon as he kills those, he starts his drop tech. Or is just doing drops, rather. And actually, there's nothing down there, so he has a good chance of maybe taking that out. DRG just hemorrhaging units.
Yeah, he's... you know, if you know, you didn't show me who was in the booth, and you hit the name at the top of our screen, I would not think it's DRG.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just not used to seeing him play like this. All right, Ryung closing in now.
And look at this, very nice moves. Actually getting some really nice bungles down here and killing a lot of Marines.
All right, nice hits with the banelings there.
Yeah, you can't really
still
complain
more
about
coming
that.
down here.
Yeah.
Ryung supply superior right now to DRG.
And, well, you know, he's obviously got to deal with that drop over there.
He needs to get behind the minerals here.
Yeah. Ooh, and
nicely done.
Look at that. DRG just not in the right position to deal with this correctly.
One baneling coming in here. Oh no, that's actually, is that a baneling? Yeah, okay. I thought it was a drone with gas for a second.
Same thing. Well, DRG, I mean, he's done a pretty decent job considering, but again, the push continues to move forward. I wonder, yeah, I mean, the production just isn't enough for DRG right now to actually overwhelm anything. Ryung doesn't have a lot of units down here, but it doesn't matter. There's 36 lings on the way, and
we're probably going to see GG pretty soon here. 188 supply to 132. Infestors slept in here.
Well, at least they're well rested, Tasteless. They do have a lot of energy.
We got more Broodlords coming up here, but I think it's just too late. I mean,
yeah, he's already got Viking production going. 3 Vikings at a time, adding 2 more starports. So
wow,
he's
this could be a 2-0, man.
GG.
GG.
Well done by Ryung.
Very well done, despite those idle SCVs.
Yeah, he did. That was just really solid play. That little timing attack was really weird. The way that he got like 3 Marauders and some Marines with stim. He didn't even have combat shields. Went in there. That was like a really weird little timing that caught DRG off guard and did immense amounts of damage to the strategy of DRG as well as basically everything else.
DRG does not look good, man.
Well, I'm gonna give him a pass on that game. That was weird by Ryung, and it was really effective. Really, really effective. I thought that considering what a good position Ryung got himself into, that DRG played very well.
Yeah, I mean, taking out the Spire and so many drones and everything like that.
Well, the DRG, notice his Mutalist Craftsman was pretty effective. Imagine if he had never lost a Spire, his +1 armor was about to finish, he would have had a ton of mutas. I'm sure he would have gotten at least 1 more upgrade for his mutas. I feel like everything in the game could have looked different if Ryung hadn't, even if he just hadn't killed the Spire, even if he did all the other damage but didn't get the Spire, I think the entire game looks different from that.
Sure.
But still, it was everything about it a little bit rough for DRG.
All right. DRG's map of choice is Cloud Kingdom.
All right.
Great map.
Let's see what he can do
4th
here.
base is usually the point of tension here.
Yes. Yes, indeed it is, Tasteless.
What do you think Ryung's going to do? I think there's a possibility of like a proxy.
I think he's going to mech, maybe.
Mech? Okay, mech's good on this map too.
Yeah.
As long as you wall
I
yourself
like
up.
mech here.
Airtight base. All right, looks like the players have requested to start the game, so we're going to get this going. Remember, the loser is out of the GSL Code S. So let's get this going. Ryung against DRG. It rhymes here at GOMTV.